What's going on, everybody? Back with another video. I decided to change out the background from red to blue this time to see how this one shows up on video. But I'm gonna go and get the review underway here. Please pause the video to read the specs and to look at the size comparisons. But I'm going to go ahead and move on here. You can see I have a SOG Vision in front of us by SOG Knives. Let me go and show you the size comparison here for my hand. You can tell it's a kind of a medium folder. I can't conceal this in my hand. So there you go. I have medium-sized hands. The ergonomics on this thing is wonderful. I mean, I was really amazed when I first looked at this knife. I mean, despite its kind of a, profile of a kind of a, I don't know, a straight knife, this choil really helps out. So when you hold on to this knife, it just completely melts in your hand, kind of, even though it doesn't look like it should. So, and this pocket clip has a little beveled shape out of it, so if you're to hold on to it, then like right now my pinky just falls right in there. You don't feel like the pocket clip digging in your way or whatever. Even with the other hand, it doesn't feel like it's in the way at all. So is this perfect? That thumb ramp is just perfect also. Your thumb just naturally wants to rest on top of that. Provides a very good grip. So now the titanium handles here are actually not really smooth at all. Not like my Akias or which is extremely smooth. This is a very kind of, it's got some texture to it, even though it doesn't seem like it. For some reason, it just feels like it has a little bit more texture to it. So it doesn't feel like the knife's gonna slide out of your hands. So this is a kind of rather shiny knife, being all titanium, but really cool knife. I finally had a chance to pick it up, and I had to do it. So, but let me go and zoom in. Enough of me blathering on about it. Show you a little bit more about this knife. So right now, you can see that this is, my camera can focus, the back end of the knife. I see there's a small backspacer here with the bayonet style clip on it, and this clip is completely reversible. It's only two ways, so you go from right and or left. You just take the screw out of there and put it on the other side, put the clip and reverse it to the other side, and got a left-handed curing knife now. You can tell the clip kind of covers up partially the lanyard hole, which I thought was kind of an oversight, because look at that. It's just, I mean, you can still thread something through it, but I mean, why would you, should have moved the, lanyard somewhere else, or made it part of the clip, or, I don't know, put it somewhere else on the knife. I actually put it, would prefer to just to make it a part of the clip. I think that'd be kind of neat, but either way, if you want to fully utilize that lanyard hole, you're probably gonna have to take the clip off. It might get in the way, but I haven't put one on there, so I don't think it really needs one. So you can tell there's some scratches on there. This is a blem version, so I got this for 75% off, but which is great, because I was been looking for this knife for a little while. I've been wanting to buy it, and finally the price was right. Jeff Juice and I were down at the SOG sale, had to get it. No questions asked. Didn't even think about it. I asked if they had one. They showed it to me. I said, I'll take it. So you can tell it's an open design. You can easily wash this out if you like to. Very simple design. It's got the stop pin, the pivot, and of course the arc lock mechanism, and just a backspacer. That's it. The rest of it's all open. So you can tell they did not mill anything out in there. So there's a, it's a rather kind of heavy knife. But I like this little design here. It's kind of cool. It kind of makes it look really industrial, to me at least. See if I can get a shot of the, how close can I get to the camera here? Is it going to focus? Oh, I guess not. This is the thumb ramp here. This jimping is like one of the most excellent jimping I've ever seen, ever. Just so awesome. It's very, I don't know, very hard cut, The ridges are very sharp, so it really holds your thumb in, when you need it. So you can see the big cylinders on here are the thumb studs. Now these thumb studs are very easy to get to, by the way. Look how they protrude past the handle scales here. So you just gotta push, and there they are. Very easy, left or right-handed. Arc lock similarly is left or right-handed. Obviously it's a completely ambidextrous lock. So here I go with the right hand. See, very easy to open, very easy to close with one hand still. So very cool. Get close up the blade here. You can see this partially serrated. I wish they, well, I don't know if they actually make a plain edge version. I would have rather have a plain edge, but they didn't have one, so I guess I just picked this one up. And this is the main reason I picked up. Awesome Tonto shape on here. Look at that. Got some wicked grind lines on here. This is a really beautiful shaped knife, really. So my oily fingers all over it. See this side. See, very, very beautiful lines on there. And of course the Tonto, makes it stronger toward the tip. Even though they did take a big swedge out of here, they could have just left that alone and would have made it even stronger tip or stronger back spine here. But oh well. You can see the X inside the O of the word SOG, which means it is a seconds blem. And so again, I did get this for 75% off. Couldn't argue with it. It does say Vision. This is a VG10, handmade, of course, in Seiki City, Japan. But yeah, very cool knife. Zoom back out here. So I'll show you. It is definitely ambidextrous. See, easy closed, easy open. Left-handed, just as easy to close. So you can't flick this knife. It's not really meant to be flicked, as I found out. I mean, it's just so you could do it, but it doesn't feel like a knife that should be flicked. Balance wise, it's toward right there. So it's a pretty balanced knife. It's not really, I think it's rather balanced. I mean, at least it's not either top heavy or back heavy. So if you're to wave this knife around, although I do feel it kind of heavier toward the handle a little bit when you do that, but either way, very, very cool knife. If you guys can find a good deal on this knife, I'd highly recommend anyone to get it. I know not everybody's favoring these Tonto tips, but I'm a huge fan of these Tontos now, so I'm trying to pick up as many as I can. All right, well, here's my quick review on the SOG Vision. Excellent knife, I think, but for retail price, I don't really think it's worth it too much. But if you can find it on sale or anything like that, I'd definitely pick one up. Titanium handles, VG10 blade, can't lose with that. So excellent knife. So, all right, well, thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.